Loop of hell. There is a downward spiral when it comes to the overindulgence of negative thought. As we weave together stories in our minds containing fear, heartbreak, and misery, it is as though we enjoy to psychologically suffer, like we gain pleasure through the form of psychological pain. This is the loop of hell. When one begins to delve into unruly thought, say a partner cheating, losing a loved one, loneliness, death, your mind releases cortisol, and oh, your mind loves cortisol. It is like a pleasure hormone for the brain. It is emotionally painful, yet somehow profoundly satisfying somewhere in here. It makes us sound insane, and I guess it somewhat is. But the reason we delve so deep into negative thought stems from this pleasure that is released from within them. A negative thought comes to fluorescence, then this pleasure hormone is released, fireworks in the mind. Then we delve into this negative thought further so that we may elicit more of this pleasure hormone within our mind. You see the spiral? This cycle continues until you've dug yourself a hole too deep. You've become a chronic negative thinker, following this pattern whenever it presents itself, and now it is truly affecting your mental health. In the moment, these negative thoughts and stories indulged in can feel somewhat good. It gives a sense of identity, preparedness possibly, pleasure through the form of pain while we satisfy our emotional monkey brain. Though over time, larger portions of our thinking will be directed into this loop. Pessimism, mistrust, fear will emerge based off these illusions you play on repeat in your head. You graffiti your brain, occupy it with nullifying thoughts, entrench it in a pattern of madness, a never-ending loop of hell. It is best not to fall into this trap. Well, recognition is the first step. When a negative thought comes to mind, it is a blessing to understand this concept. Now that you understand this process of thought, you may counteract it. A negative thought will arise and you will sense the pleasure in entertaining it, though now you realize this pleasure as disguised pain, and you will clear your mind to prevent it, knowing there is no benefit to indulge. Buddhist says to rid the thoughts which cause you to suffer. See them, but do not indulge. Rather, cultivate thoughts which allow you internal wealth, good thoughts and beliefs which allow you to prosper. Cultivate the positive and let the negative flow through, like the stream of thought is a flowing river and you are the fisher. Guide your thoughts, understand them as they all have an impact. This was the loop of hell. The moral of the story is that negative thoughts trigger a pleasure hormone within the mind without us really knowing it. So as we delve further and further into our negative thoughts, we keep releasing this pleasure hormone, and that causes us to keep digging. And the more we form this pattern of thinking, the more we're going to impact our mental health. So it is best to recognize this process, that negative thought triggers this sensation in our mind, realize that we're doing it, and work to prevent it going forward. I hope you got something out of this. The full blog is here if you want to read a bit more into it and understand it a little bit more. And other than that, thank you for listening and all the best. Have a nice day.